Hi ladies, welcome back. We're here to talk about week 15 of your pregnancy. Now currently your baby is the size of an apple and it is about 4 inches long from crown to rump. From now on, when you read or hear about measurements of your baby, it will be spoken about from crown, which is the top of your baby's head, to rump, which is the base of its little bottom. It also weighs 2.5 ounces, which if you interpreted that in gold prices as of today, it's worth about $4,125. Now your baby is developing taste buds still, and although its eyelids are closed, it's really quite sensitive to light. Just between you and I, this can be lots of fun later on when you can feel your baby kick, because it will actually kick away from you if you put a flashlight up to your tummy. Heaps of fun, hours of joy for the whole entire family. Now, if you had spotlights and a camera on your baby at the moment, it's gearing up to star in some pretty amazing shows. It's going through a little version of its own delivery day preppers, and it's busy practicing for its big debut and developing the survival skills that it needs on the outside world, like sucking, breathing, and swallowing, and it's also doing its own version of leotard-free acrobatics. So it's busy kicking its feet, curling its little fingers, curling its little toes, and stretching all of its limbs. Now, if you experience some rapid weight gain this week, don't stress too much, but do call your doctor, because this can be a sign of preeclampsia, which is a high blood pressure condition. So just call your doctor to make sure that everything is okay if you feel like you have some drastic weight gain. You may also notice that your uterus or your belly is stretching lengthways this way, and your belly may become noticeable to other people. When your belly becomes noticeable to other people, you will also notice that you have a huge influx of all sorts of questions from, well, anyone, really, whether you know them or not. The biggest question I used to get was if I knew if my baby was a boy or a girl, and some people were quite adamant that I let them know, even though I chose not to know myself. Now, throughout week 15, once again, your hormones are balancing, but there may be a number of symptoms that you are feeling at the moment. A number of women will experience nosebleeds. I didn't, but I had lots of friends that experienced them at the strangest of times. They would sneeze, they would have a nosebleed. They'd get up too quickly, they would have a nosebleed. If it was too hot, they would have a nosebleed. And this is simply because your nasal passages at the moment are very sensitive, and there is a higher blood flow or flow of blood around your body. You may also notice that you have swollen gums. This is another symptom of pregnancy that's really common. So just make sure you gently floss often and brush your teeth gently as often as you can. You may also be experiencing more heartburn and more indigestion. Now, the reasons for this may be obvious to some people. Your stomach is pushing everything closer to your esophagus, so there's a smaller distance for your stomach acid to travel, and the hormones that are being released into your body to relax your ligaments so that everything stretches also relaxes your esophagus and the passage in here. So it's much easier for the stomach acid to come up into these places. I used to suffer a lot of this. So head down to your chemist or talk to your midwife or your doctor about a treatment that is right for you. Now, your partners may love this, but you may also be experiencing a higher sex drive because you're feeling better, your nausea is gone, you've got more energy. This is absolutely completely normal. Take advantage of it. Sex is healthy during pregnancy, and it's also really, really good exercise. You may also be noticing that you're still feeling a little bit overwhelmed with everything that's going on. Just make sure you drop us a line here or talk to people that have been pregnant before or had babies before, and you will start to realize that whatever your concerns are actually really, really normal. Now, your checklist for this week, are you ready? Get a pen and a piece of paper. You might like to consider talking to your doctor about preeclampsia if this is something you are concerned with. Also around this week, if you are wanting to have a multiple marker screening, it's important that you think about or start to make your appointment for that. A multiple marker screening is a test where the doctors will test for the potential of different conditions or defects within your baby, such as Down syndrome. When you get the test back, it won't actually say to you whether your baby does or does not have these defects, but you will have a percentage of a chance of your baby having those defects. Now, the multiple marker screening must happen at a really specific time between week 15 and week 20, so make sure you make your appointment if that is a screening that you are choosing to do as soon as possible. Other things you might like to do is talk to your baby, start bonding with it. It's never too early to do that. And of course, pamper yourselves, ladies. Once again, I'm giving you permission. If you have forgotten about yourself the last couple of weeks, go and get your nails done, go and get a massage, go and book yourself into a weekend retreat, whatever it is, and make sure you take care of yourself, because soon you're going to be putting a lot of your energy into a tiny little baby. So take the chance to do this while you can. The other thing that you might like to do is talk to your partner about having sex while pregnant. Now, it's a really funny conversation, but lots of partners have kind of imaginative concerns about sex while pregnant with your baby. For myself and my girl's dad, one of our concerns and one of our worries was whether his penis was actually going to connect with the baby and hit it while we were in the throes of intercourse. There are a lot of men that actually think this, and there are a lot of women that think this. It doesn't happen. Sex is perfectly safe, and you can look up on Ready Set Mum some different positions that you might like to try as your baby gets bigger, but have this conversation with your partner. They also might be quite surprised at your heightened sex drive after you've felt a little bit too tired to, do the deed in the bedroom for the last few weeks. So that's it for week 15. Drop us a line here, drop us a comment, let us know what you want us to talk about at Ready Set Mum, and we will talk to you next week for week 16 of your pregnancy. I'm hiding from my kids, but before you go, do you love this video? And did you want more great pregnancy information delivered directly to you? If so, make sure you just drop by and subscribe to Ready Set Mum using the links below. Good luck.